Hey, this is Adam Knackers with another episode of Blogging for Freedom TV. And I want to apologize for getting off to a late start. We had a little bit of a technical issue. So we're going to run past what we normally broadcast. We'll make this 30 minutes. So first of all, I just want to talk about what Blogging for Freedom TV is really all about. And what we're really all about here is showing you guys how to use a platform to get your unique message and your value proposition out to the world. So if you have a business, obviously what you need to be able to do in your business is attract the right type of people as customers. If you're in network marketing, as people who can join you and build your business. So oops, let me see what's going on here. There we go. Sorry, I had that playing in the background. So what we're going to talk about today, we're really going to be speaking to those of you who are in home business, all right? Whether it's a direct sales company, you know, an MLM, or, you know, any type of home business, how you can use your blog as a way to accomplish a number of things, but ultimately really as a way to, you know, create results in your business while also giving you a lot of time freedom. Dave will be jumping on here, I hope, any minute now. Again, we just experienced a little bit of a technical hurdle here, so thanks for bearing with us. So what we're going to be talking about is how you can use your blog to create results in your business, but in a way that also gives you freedom in your life, okay? So if you've been, you know, in direct sales or network marketing, also bear with me because I have a little bit of a cough. You know, traditionally, the way you deal with prospects and the way you are taught to, first of all, find prospects, and then secondly, introduce them to your business, get them educated and informed on your business, usually requires a lot of, you know, direct interaction, right? So for example, prospecting, obviously, from the standpoint of like making a list of your friends and family, that requires you to reach out, right? And basically chase people. And what I'm going to be really talking about too here is how your blog can serve as really a platform for you to attract, right? So one thing I want to emphasize in this is how a blog is really a platform for you to use as a way to attract people as opposed to having to chase them, right? The other benefit to having a blog in terms of helping you build your business is that it brands you. So in your network marketing business, very likely you were provided like a company website, right? So your company may have provided something for you to use, a place where like you can send your warm prospects, man, let's have this cough, to get more information, right? To learn more. Well, similarly, a blog can serve as this platform that can provide that information and the required information that your prospect's going to need to make a decision, right? But more importantly, it's a platform that you can use to brand yourself, because the truth is, in your network marketing business, you are truly your brand, okay? People join people, not businesses. And so having a platform that enables you to brand yourself is really important, because when you think about it, you know, when you get started in network marketing, the truth is that while your company, I'm sure your company is really, really good, the truth is, as you move forward in your business, you can't be sure of, you know, what new doors or avenues will open to you, right? You also can't be certain that in the long run, maybe the company will you know, go under, this happens, or maybe they'll merge and they'll change their name or something like that. So it's really important that with your website, you have something that's branding you, because your personal brand is going to be the most durable brand you have, right? It's going to be with you forever. And as I said already, you know, people join people that they get to know, like, and trust. So having a blog that actually brands you enables you to attract people to you, to your own personal brand, right? Because that's what people are ultimately attracted to. People are going to join you because they like you, right? that matters more even than the products. Okay. The other thing that a blog enables you to do is present authority to your prospects. Okay. So, for those of you who have been in network marketing and let's say you're just getting started, right? A question you might be asking yourself is, why would anybody join me, right? Why would anybody join me in my business if I've had no results? Or if you've been struggling for a long time and you just don't yet have results, you might be having those feelings. And here's a really powerful way that you can use a blog to create instant authority for yourself. All right. So, for example, you might, let's say you're in the health and wellness niche, and your products are health and wellness oriented. Like they could be, cleanses, or like health shakes, supplements, or whatever, right? Well, obviously, these products have value, but what I really want to emphasize here is that people aren't really going to join you in your business. People aren't going to buy from you until they view you as a solution provider. So one thing you can do with a blog is just think, well, in terms of and really there's two audiences, right? So if you're in a health and wellness niche and you're in network marketing, there's a health product side, right? There's the product side. There's also the business side. So obviously the first thing you need to do is decide which niche you're going to focus on. Are you going to position yourself as a solution provider on the health side or the product side? Or are you going to position yourself as a solution provider on the business side? You've got to choose, okay? And then what you want to do with your blog is use your blog as a way to brand yourself, as I've already said. And in terms of what you want to share on your blog, a good place to start is to share your own story. So for example, if you've been using these products that you're so passionate about and they've helped you have a transformation, right? You can post your story to your blog and just share a number of the insights that you've learned from using the products, how to use the products, how these products can help you, the benefits you've received in your own life from using the products, right? So once you have this content that you're sharing on your blog, just think about it. If someone who's thinking of, has maybe come from where you are and is in a place right now where they're dealing with certain ailments and they are looking for people who have made changes, right? Have been able to find ways to solve these problems, and they find your blog. Well, here's the first thing it's going to do is they're going to land on your blog. They're instantly going to see that it's your brand, right? But they're also going to they're going to be able to. You're also going to be positioned in a way that appears to your prospect when they land on your blog that you're a solution provider, right? So it gives you this instant credibility because you're on the blog, they're on your blog, and you're the one being branded. You're the one that's providing the solution to them. So it's a way of me basically saying that you don't have to have years of experience to be, to be able to get traction with a blog. What's important is that you get your blog started, you share that unique value you have, you share your unique story, and as soon as you have even that much content up, you're positioned in a way to your prospect to be a solution provider. So it looks like Dave has joined us now. Hi, Dave.
I made it, man. I got it.
Yeah, sorry about the technical issue.
Oh, it's all good.
I'm glad to have you on, bud.
Yeah,
well,
glad to be here, man.
Cool. So, Dave, what I've been talking about is just because I actually, what I would like to do is hand it over to you in a minute here, because I know what you'd wanted to talk about is how you can use the blog as a peaking tool, as a way to pique interest in your prospects. And I think that's obviously a very valuable way to use a blog, right? But I had just been talking about some of the other benefits, speaking directly to network marketers and folks in the direct sales space, in terms of how, first of all, your blog is a way to attract people so you can get out of the business of chasing, because it really gets your brand and your message out there on the internet for other people to actually find. And then I went into talking about how it enables you to brand yourself, as opposed to what is commonly the case when people get started in network marketing. They're using like their company's replicated site, which is really only reinforcing the company brand. Whereas with a blog, you're able to brand yourself. And the truth is that people are attracted to people. So you want to be using a platform like this to actually establish your brand. And then I just went into talking about how, the blog is just a place for you to create instant credibility. So even for people who are just getting started and feel like they don't have any credibility, by just getting your blog up, getting your story on your blog, you've created this instant authority platform for you, because then people can find you. They see that you're out there, you're sharing your story, you're sharing value, and it instantly makes you more credible. Just on those subjects, before you share your piece, is there any commentary you'd like to add to that?
Yeah, you got to think about how many people are actually out there with a blog. I mean, I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions of people that have a blog, but compared to the whole population of people on the internet, a very small percentage of them are using a blog. So if somebody comes along and sees your blog and sees you on there, watches your videos, reads your articles, sees the engagement and the comments that you have, that's immediately going to build authority for you, even if it's only one blog post that you wrote, because you wrote it. The person who is viewing it did not write it. They do not have a blog, so they're initially going to look at you like the guru, right? Which is really cool, and all you need is just one blog post to be able to do that, right? So that makes perfect sense for me.
Totally.
Yeah.
Well, I know you had wanted to talk too about how the blog can be kind of a peaking tool, like based on your own experience, just coming into network marketing before you had this tool. Maybe you want to talk about what you did, and how this is just such a better way to do it.
Sure. Yeah. So a little bit about my background in network marketing. When I was, I was 18 years old. I was just getting ready to graduate high school. A couple of my buddies from the baseball team approached me, and they're like, "Man, we got this awesome business. You got to check this out. We're gonna make so much money selling long distance phone service." I'm like, "All right, sounds great. I want to make some money while I'm at college. Let's do it." So I jumped into the deal, and long story short, that I went away to college, started living in the dorms, got totally distracted with parties and women and books and all kinds of other stuff. But that particular round in network marketing didn't work for me at all. I wasn't able to plug into the systems. I wasn't able to really do any of the team meetings or the three-way calls, any of that stuff. I just wasn't engaged. Fast forward about 10 years later, I'm working in a casino with my best friend, and he meets these people who are involved in the same network marketing company that I got involved with when I was 18 years old. And he's like, "Man, we're going to make so much money selling phone service." And I'm like, "What?" I looked at this company before, and all they had was this one product, and I wasn't really excited about it. But now they have like so much more stuff. It's 10 years later, technology is much better. I'll try it out again. Screw it. Let's see what happens. And so I joined the business again with my best friend, and being older and more mature than I was when I was 18, right out of high school, I really started looking at how network marketing actually worked, and I really wanted to put some effort into doing things the right way and following the system and being able to get my team to duplicate. And so I jumped in, and I started doing all the stuff that you network marketers probably already know about, which is the three-way calls, the home parties, the Saturday trainings, and the driving, the traveling, and all the hand-holding and the babysitting that you have to do with the people that you do bring in. You can invite 40, 50 people to a home meeting from your warm market, your friends or family. Maybe 10 or 15 will show up, and then you might get one, maybe two that will join your business. I don't know if that sounds familiar to you guys, is something that's happened to you, but it's very frustrating to spend all that time doing the marketing, the communication, the phone calls, the pitching, the peaking, the driving, the traveling. And I know you guys know that it just sucks. If you're not into that kind of stuff and you don't have the time or the availability to do all those things, then it's going to be a giant pain in the butt. And that's what it was for me. And from that point on, after I realized that I didn't like doing all those things, I started looking for a way to build that network marketing company online. In that company, we had magazines and DVDs that we'd hand out to our people, and we called those peaking tools. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that term or not, but it's a way to get your prospects' interest in what you're doing with a third-party tool, so that you can give the credibility. You can let that third-party tool be the authority and the credibility that you need to be able to get that person interested in your business opportunity. And magazines and DVDs and the other brochures and handouts and samples, like those cost money, right? You have to pay the network marketing company money to get those materials. And so you're paying, you might be on like a monthly auto ship for your peaking materials, for your DVDs and your magazines and your brochures. So it's costing you money, and then you have to go out and find people to give that stuff to. Like you physically have to go out and find them, right? You have to go to where they are and find out if they're interested. Now, a blog can be the exact same thing as a magazine or a DVD in an offline network marketing company. You can use a blog as a third-party tool to be able to reach out to potential customers and prospects, except the really cool thing is that you get to write your own content, and then you don't have to go find the people. The people come find you. You don't have to do the traveling, the legwork, the attraction. Like, it just happens because somebody's going to be interested in some information that you put on your blog. It's going to attract them to your blog. And then if they are peaked properly with your blog, if they have an interest in the market, topic, subject that you're writing upon, then that blog will act as that peaking tool, and you can then get an interested prospect from that process. And I think it's important for network marketers to realize that if you're doing an offline build, you're working with your friends and family and people that you meet, you got your 5-foot rule, right? That's what network marketers say. Anybody that comes in within 5 feet of you, you're supposed to prospect and peak, right? It's such a pain in the butt, and I really didn't like doing it, but a blog can do that exact same thing for you. So I'm trying to make the connection that you can take the processes, the tools, and the things that offline network marketing companies teach you to do, and you can bring those online through a blogging system, through email marketing, and you can do the exact same thing, except you don't have to do the 3-way calls, the Saturday trainings, the home meetings, and all the travel. So really, that's just what I wanted to kind of cover there, just so that our audience and the people at home out there could kind of make that connection if they haven't really thought of that before. So do you have any thoughts on that stuff, Adam?
Yeah.
Anything you want to add?
No, I love what you said there, Dave, about it accomplishing the same thing as a third-party tool. And I so immediately rejected all the traditional options I had for building my business. Like, I have to be honest, I experienced some of that pain, but not as much as a lot of people have, because I was like immediately nauseated by all of it, and I gave it a little bit of a go, and then I was like, I'm finding a better way. And I'm telling you, blogging is a better way. And the two things, in addition to what Dave said about it being a platform that can accomplish the same thing as a peaking tool and as a way for people to find out more information as presented by you. Like Dave said, you're branded as well, which is cool. So you're really sharing your own unique perspective on things as a way to attract the type of people that you want to attract, right? But the two additional things that it just really gives you that makes it totally different and way better than like using DVDs or whatever and having to actually hand these things off is, one is leverage, in the sense that when you create this, let's say you create a blog post that shares your story and then somebody finds it. Well, that blog post can be working for you, attracting prospects over and over and over again from one unit of effort. So as opposed to having to individually hand out DVDs to every person you're chasing, you're actually attracting people over and over and over again to the same content, which is what we teach you how to do actually. When you actually get started with us, and you can do so by clicking the link below the video, when you get started with your own blog, we actually show you how to create content that's compelling, that's for an audience, and that can be found over and over again. So a big advantage to a blog over any other third-party tool is that it gives you massive leverage, basically unlimited leverage. And then the other point to emphasize is that it's attraction. It's actually an attraction platform versus a prospecting platform, really. I mean, it's in the sense that people find you. So it's really just, emphasizing your point, Dave. But those are two things that, to me, make it a no-brainer for you to have in your business. Instead of being the one pursuing, you actually become the pursued. You're branded as an authority, and you have massive leverage to bring people into your business. Isn't it awesome? It
is. And traditional network marketing companies, they they teach you to build a list of your friends and family, right? And then go out and approach those people. And that's what I call outbound marketing, right? That's where you're going to talk to somebody that you're not really sure is actually interested in what you want to do, but you're going to approach them anyway. And that's similar to like telemarketing, in my opinion. You're approaching someone who probably doesn't want to have anything to do with what you're doing, but you're going to do it anyway, and that's going to make both parties uncomfortable. It's like calling someone on the phone, trying to get them to buy hot dogs, but they're a vegetarian, but you don't know that, but they're going to get mad because you called them and you don't know them. Like, does that make sense? So the blog allows you to attract people to you. And one of the cool things that you can do, like if you start blogging and you're really passionate about what you're doing and you're consistently blogging every day, you're telling your story, you're getting your stuff out there. If you're syndicating that stuff and sharing it on your social medias, your Facebooks, your Twitters, your Pinterest, your family and friends are going to see that, right? Your family and friends can be some of your best customers or prospects, but the way that you approach them is not going to be good when you do it offline, because they know you as whoever you've been in your life. You know, like a lot of people know me as Dave the pit boss, Dave the craps dealer, and they don't know me as Dave the blogger or the businessman. So when I approach them offline, and all they know is how they've seen me in my life over the last few years, they're not going to know that I have that authority in that space. But if they see my information passively through my social medias and they see what I'm doing on a consistent basis, that's going to build authority within my friends and family circles. Then that will open the door for you to be able to approach some of those people, and they'll know a little bit more about what you're doing and not be so skeptical. So that's another advantage of being able to use the blog, is you can still approach your list of friends and family like a network marketing company teaches you to do, but you do it indirectly and passively. You kind of just drip the information on them. You don't directly try to get them into your opportunity. You show them what you're doing by example, and then eventually they're going to come up to you when they see you at the grocery store or the gas station and be like, "Hey man, I've been watching your videos, I've been reading your blogs. Like, what are you doing?" And then you can have that moment where you get that big shit-eating grin on your face. You're like, "I'm so glad you asked me. This is awesome." So you can turn the outbound marketing process that traditional network marketing companies teach you. You can flip it around and you can turn it into an inbound marketing process where people are approaching you, and that's so much better of a situation. And I hope you guys are understanding how that can work. And Adam and I are becoming very good at doing what we do with blogs and marketing, and really just kind of building relationships with people. So if taking a network marketing company that you're really passionate about and moving it online, if that's something that you're interested in doing, you know, if you want to automate the recruiting process for your business and do it in a way that you can leverage tools, systems, time, and other people, then blogging is absolutely the way to go. And Adam and I can both tell you that for sure. And so if you're interested, you know, there's a link right down below this video, and it can get you a blog within the next 2 minutes. You can get started. You can have your first post up by the end of the hour, and you can start building that authority and that reputation and that rapport with your circles, and you can start attracting people to your business. So that's really all I got to say about network marketing and blogging. I think that covers quite a bit of it.
Yeah, I think we nailed a lot of really amazing features. You know, as I'm thinking about blogging right now, I keep coming up with more, and I love the point you made about how it's more of a passive way to attract people to you. Because, you know, I even think in life, as a way to use like an analogy from life, you know, you ever deal with people, like I have even people in my family who are really staunch, like vegetarians, and they are not shy sometimes about saying, you shouldn't eat meat, and being just really annoying about it, right? And this is, you know, a way of looking at like even your business. You know, the traditional way of building has always been to prospect, right? To hit people up, like you were saying, Dave, like the telemarketing approach. And really what blogging enables you to do is share value with people. Really what we're doing in part here is educating people. We educate people on our blog on better ways to build a business, on ways to generate leads, on ways to build your audience, ways to use social media. And in that way, we're actually becoming attractive through sharing value. It's not like we're in your face with, you should join this business because it's the best business in the world. It's, hey, we have a lot of value. You're consuming it right now, and it's positioning you and branding you in a way that's attractive. So it's passive in that sense that you're not overtly like pitching people. You're attracting people through value that you share on your blog. I think that is a really awesome lesson, because I know when I got started, I was not aware at all of a way to accomplish that. So it's one big thing with blogging, is it's a way to really make yourself more attractive. What we're fundamentally talking about here is attraction marketing. So like Dave said, you can click the link below this video to get started with us. And here's the cool thing. When you get started, you'll instantly become a part of our community. We're a community of bloggers, business owners, right? So you can lock arms with us and actually learn from people who have the same goals as you do, which is to grow your business, get results, have freedom in your life, have fun building a business. That's what this is all about. And Dave and I, connected through this community. We lived on different sides of the country, and here we are now. We're friends. We've connected at events, and we've all, we've come together, as well as with the rest of this community, through this amazing platform. So I just urge you to get started, lock arms with us, and we'll help you take the next steps towards creating results in your business, more freedom in your life. So with that all said, again, we air this every Thursday at 3 p.m. Eastern. When we don't have any technical issues, we'll make sure we're on time next week. And we look forward to seeing you there.
See you guys later.